do y'all think when I asked about the code switch, and that's a good point too, when I asked about the code switching too between us, what about when it's something like political? And the reason that I say that, how many people have we seen act as if they gonna vote for Democrats, and then after Trump won, and now it's been a little bit more cooler, we see a lot of the black NFL players out there doing the Trump dance. You got John Jones in the octagon, doing his dance and giving a high five and Trump and stuff like that. There was a lot of people trying to act like, "Hey, I'm voting." And then even Charlemagne said that. He said, "Hey, for Trump to win, a lot of y'all act like y'all was voting for Kamala. Y'all couldn't have voted for Kamala with her getting her ass."
You know what
like
I really
this.
think it is?
So that's what I'm saying. Like even just the political ideology, or just think about how we know a guy that went to school with us. He act like he hood or something like that, then he go back home. Now he code switch because the school he gotta be hard. Like it's a lot of stuff that with us, I do think we code switch more. But I was just wondering what y'all think. What you think?
Well, I think that we code switch. I get what Chris is saying as far as code switching among each other, but I do think that is technically code switching. But I also think that's more so just like you also even said, just that's just your environment, like as far as how people know you. And I don't even think it's fake. I think it's just no one person is just the same all the time. Like how I am with y'all right now is not the same that I am with my boyfriend at home, or the same I am with my brother or whatever. Like it's not necessarily code switching, in my opinion. It's more so just you adapting to your environment. But I think it's interesting that like Chris mentioned, when we're doing the work talk, right? And that's labeled as talking white. I knew we was damned. I knew we was condemned as a culture when we use verbiage like that. And I know he's just saying what people say.
Yeah.
Like the fact that we literally think that enunciating your words or speaking in a professional tone is automatically labeled white. We are the ones that deified white people by doing that. We're the ones that said white must be the standard. When every time something is good, we label it with white.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, you came from a 2-parent household. You don't do this and that and the third. You ain't got no problems with your baby daddies or whatever. Oh, that's that white folk stuff, honey. I don't really like associate with all that type of stuff. It's like, what do you mean that's that white folk stuff? Like, what do you mean I'm talking white? This is the English language. We all learned it. Like, yeah, Ebonics is like a sect of the English language, but we really should only use that amongst each other. Hence why it's called Ebonics. Ebony, black people should speak Ebonics to each other if you want to. But it's like when you're in a professional setting where it's not just black people or whatever else, or even if it is, but if it's a professional setting, then you know how professionalism works. Like, I don't like people try to be disingenuous.
I don't think a lot of people know how professionalism works. That's why a lot of black businesses suffer now.
That's a good point.
I don't think we come up as a people that understand what it takes to be professional, presentable, to understand like market, who we selling to. Like, I don't think most black people are around people that's trying to instill that type of knowledge in them.
That's true.
That's why when we talk about the talking white or the work, or like I just seen a young lady talk about what she didn't get a job, and so she went to the job interview like this little bitty skirt, right? So she said she didn't get the job, and so she like, do y'all think I'm wrong for what I wore? Because she said she got some feedback, and they told her her skirt was too short, right? So she got online and she showed the people, she was on live, but she showed the people, well, this was exactly what it was. Now, what she had on wasn't bad, but the skirt was short as shit. It was like it's a nightlife skirt. It wasn't a professional pencil skirt below the knee. It was really like, if you sit down, it's going to rise 3 inches. You know, your coochie might show. You know, if you sit down in certain meetings, like I'm being serious. Like, this is a skirt you wear out when you're going with your friend. It's like really like at the cup of her butt. Like I said, that skirt 6 inches longer. Perfect. Would have been no problem, because she had a button-down white shirt on, right, with a little cardigan on. The skirt was like short. She had some stockings on. Like I said, the outfit put together was like, I look like I'm trying. I'm at least trying, but it's like what they say, you can't take the nigga out the hood, you can't take the hood out the nigga. It was like she trying to get out being a whore, but this is what I do when I'm at work, baby. This is the only skirt I got.
This is the only one I got. I feel bad. I sincerely do feel bad sometimes for women in them situations, or not just women, just black people, period, who just literally may not know better. But I don't like the response sometimes. Like, a lot of people would see that situation where she didn't get the job or whatever, and they'll be like, oh, see, that's just them being racist. It's like, No. If she had been a white girl and wore a skirt that's short,
Yeah.
they probably still would
It was
not
a
have
short-ass
given to
skirt.
her. The problem is, just because you don't know how to do something doesn't mean the world stops. It means you have to compete. You have to learn. Maybe it's more difficult for you to learn because it's something that you weren't taught at all as a child or whatever, but you are responsible for your growth as a person. We have all the tools here. The same way everybody can get online, get on TikTok and peruse TikTok for hours a day, Instagram, whatever else. You can use that same time to get on the internet and Google, go on YouTube. Everybody know about YouTube University. I can't tell you how many things I've learned how to do through YouTube that I didn't know how to do before, editing videos, whatever else. And it's like, you can do those things. You just choose not to put time into important things. And that's where my sympathy stops.
So